In the next 5 minutes, allow me now to invite Mr. Kayanja. He's the director of the United Nations office in Nigeria to deliver the keynote address. Mr. Roland Kayanja, please.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm so delighted to be part of this virtual reality innovation hub. And I'm so glad on behalf of the United Nations to deliver some remarks. First of all, I would like to thank you all working on Solution17. I have been aware of this for quite a long time, and I am so excited to see the progress that has been made. I'd also like to thank Covenant University and all the other partners for their partnership on this Solution17 and where we are headed. Earlier this year, the UN Secretary General launched the Decade of Action on Sustainable Development. As you know, Agenda 2030 aims at transforming our world by the year 2030 through the Sustainable Development Goals. And in this Decade of Action, because we've already gone 5 years since the agenda was launched, has 3 objectives. One is to mobilize everyone, everywhere, to take action on Agenda 2030. We want to go beyond talking about things, talking about goals, saying goal 1 is this, goal 2 is that, goal 3 is this. We want to go beyond talking about the goals. We've talked about the goals for the past 5 years. What we want now is to mobilize people to take action. The second objective is to demand urgency and ambition from all leaders, policymakers, and influencers to enable us do big things. In order for us to achieve Agenda 2030, we must think big, we must do big things. And the third objective is to shine a light on solutions and innovations that show progress towards achieving these goals. I can see that Solution17 is helping us to achieve these 3 objectives. You are mobilizing young people towards achieving the goals. You have been working with the influencers, organizations to demand their involvement so that we can achieve the goals. And thank you also for working closely with one of Nigeria's or even Africa's leading universities, Covenant University, which is also part of that demand for ambition. And you have also focused on solutions and innovations which will help us to achieve those goals, especially towards a healthy planet. I would like to thank you for your efforts and commitment, the efforts and commitment of Covenant University and all the work that has been done even during this COVID-19 pandemic. In my view, you can say that most discourse on development in Africa is based on 2 books of the Holy Bible. There are those who are based in the book of Lamentations. They don't see anything good in their country. They complain and lament about slavery, colonialism, and bad leadership. They are quick to give you statistics of what is not working. There are those who are quoting Nigeria having these millions of poor people. They are the ones telling you that the education system is broken. They are the ones who are blaming their parents for their predicaments in life. They are those giving you all these figures of how bad the things are. And those, I say, are living in the book of Lamentations. But there are also those living in the book of Acts. Yes, they admit that we have challenges, but they focus on solutions. What can we do better? What opportunities do we have? What can I contribute to these problems? which innovations can we produce to change life, to improve our lives? In my view, these are living in the book of Acts. Those of you who read the Bible know that in the book of Acts, we had people just by walking on the streets, their shadows were healing the sick. They were put in prison, but that did not deter them. They were very aggressive and continued to provide solutions. This is what the United Nations is calling for. It is not about the figures of doom and gloom. It is about what solutions can we bring to make lives better. This is one of the reasons I'm so proud, we in the UN are so proud of Solution 17, because actually the focus is on solutions. And this is our focus, as I said, when we talk about the decade of action. Despite the challenges, I can see that you are looking at solutions and innovations that can help us solve our problems. That is what we are supporting. And we think that these are the solutions and actions that will help us to make our lives better. I therefore would like to urge all of us, those of you who may still be living in the book of Lamentations, to make a transition to the book of Acts, actions to provide solutions to our world. I would like to thank you, Foluke, and your team, because this is what you are doing. You are talking about solutions, innovations, and I have read the type of innovations that have been brought by the young people. These are fantastic ideas. I would like to thank Covenant University for that great support. As the United Nations, we are committed to supporting initiatives like this, and we are committed to continuing working, especially with young people, because now, as you know, young people constitute a core of the global population, and majority of those that are moving from rural to urban areas. And we must do something about young people and making them involved in the affairs of their lives and of their communities in order for us to succeed to achieve Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals. In this way, we will leave no one behind. I would like to thank you for all that you are doing and wish you all the best in this hackathon. Thank you very much.